And the reunion was recently, just a couple weeks ago, right?
We filmed it, I believe it was like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
It was very trying that day.
And you just say whatever's on your mind. There were no cameras. You just will curse.
That's me.
That's just you.
Yeah.
So what are you so upset about?
Well, with the season, I was made out to be the big bad wolf.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say that I'm not rough or hard to deal with. I just feel that it was overexposed for me this year. But the hardest thing for me was my relapse, which I blame nobody but myself for that. But having it filmed was really hard, watching it back, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, did I really do that? And it brings me shame, but in the same breath, it also makes me realize that I need to stay clean and sober to have a good life.
And most people don't see that.
Right.
Most people that suffer from addiction don't get to see them fall off.
Right. So that was the pleasure of the show for me. I know that sounds kind of strange to let the world see me at my worst, but if the person that's using can see that, hopefully they'll see themselves within me and kind of get help. Not kind of, definitely get help.
But so this happened, your relapse happened in Vegas.
My relapse happened a little bit before. I had a few drinks. It started that way, and I was like, "Oh, I can do this." I never had a problem with alcohol. It was always either pills or something else.
But alcohol is a gateway into other things.
It definitely is. I just never had a problem with it.
Right.
This trip, they switched my medication because I suffer from depression.
Okay.
So I took my Xanax to fly, and I combined it with some Tito vodka, and it was not a good start, and it ended up being a hot mess. But I'm great today, and I think that that's the most important part.
It is the most